How to help a baby bird. 4 simple steps. If you're a backyard birder or an avid bird watcher, at some point you're likely to come across a baby bird. It may have fallen out of its nest, is practicing its flying technique, or is in urgent need of professional help. In order to help a baby bird, it's crucial to determine if it truly needs your help. Otherwise, you may just be bird napping it. The Atlanta Audubon Society states that roughly 80% of baby birds that are rescued were bird napped. Bird nap means to remove a wild bird from its natural environment. Perpetrators usually have good intentions, but the result can be detrimental to the bird. Stay tuned and you'll learn the right way to help a baby bird so you don't inadvertently cause trauma and stress to an otherwise healthy bird. Let's start at the beginning. You found a baby bird. If you encounter a baby bird, your first instinct might be to pick it up. However, that could cause more harm than good. Leave the baby bird where you found it until you've determined if it needs help. If he's in imminent danger from a predator, pick up the baby while you figure out what to do. Under no circumstance should you take the bird home. It's illegal. To avoid accidentally harming a wild baby bird, follow these steps. Step 1. Determine if the baby bird is hurt or sick. The first step is to determine if the baby bird is hurt or sick. If he is, contact a wildlife rehabilitator immediately. Search the Wildlife Rescue Directory for a nearby wildlife rehabilitator. Signs of injury and illness include, but are not limited to, bleeding, broken limb, lethargic, shivering, eyes crusted, flies buzzing. The wildlife professional will advise you on the best course of action. To give you an idea, they'll likely ask you to bring the baby to them or they'll pick it up. In the meantime, they may ask you to place the baby in a small box punctured with air holes until they've reached the destination. Since nestlings lack sufficient feathers, a cold nestling will need help staying warm since their parents aren't there to help. The wildlife rehabilitator may ask you to keep the baby bird warm. Here's a quick way to accomplish that. Take a clean sock and fill it with dry, uncooked rice. Heat the rice-filled sock for about 1 minute in the microwave in 15-second bursts. The goal is to create warmth, not heat. Leave it near the bird for warmth. Again, always follow the specific advice of the wildlife rehabilitator you're in contact with. If a cat has captured or attacked the baby bird. If you're aware that the baby bird fell victim to a cat, contact a wildlife rehabilitator immediately. Even if there are no visible signs of injury, cats carry a deadly bacteria in their mouths called Pasteurella multicida. A scratch or bite on the bird will spread the bacteria quickly and result in death if not treated immediately. If the baby bird is not injured, continue to step 2. Step 2. Determine if the baby is a nestling or fledgling. At this point, you've determined the baby bird is not injured. The next step is to estimate its relative age or development stage, nestling or fledgling. How to identify a nestling versus a fledgling? Nestlings are generally less than 2 weeks old and too young to be on their own. Fledglings are 2 weeks or older, have left the nest at least once, and are usually perfectly fine on their own. Let's take a look at what a nestling and fledgling look like. Nestling baby bird. Nestlings younger than a few days old are naked and pink with a few tufts of feathers, bulging eyes that are still closed, and are unable to move other than lift their heads and open mouths for food. Nestlings that are a few days to a couple of weeks old have more feathers that lay flat. Their eyes are open but not clear, and they're mobile, stretching and moving their wings. Fledgling. Fledglings are fluffy round balls of feathers with large beaks, and they have bright, clear eyes. Many people have described fledglings as grumpy looking. They're able to stand, flutter, and hop around. Parents are often nearby and may call them if you approach. Step 3. How to help a nestling baby bird. Nestlings are completely dependent on their parents for food and protection, so if you found a healthy nestling, it needs your help to be re-nested. If the parents are known to be dead, the baby needs help, so you should contact a wildlife rehabilitator immediately. If at least one of the parents is still alive, the best approach is to return it to its nest. It's likely the nest is nearby, so look around, up in nearby trees or shrubs. Birds make it a point to hide their nests, so you may need to search a bit to find them. If you find a nest with other similar-looking nestlings, place the baby back in its nest and walk away to give the parents space to return. Don't worry about touching the baby bird. Its mother doesn't care if it smells like a human and won't abandon it. Watch for the parents. If you don't see at least one of them within an hour, contact a wildlife rehabilitator immediately. What if there's no nest? If the question has changed to what to do if you find a baby bird with no nest, or if the nest has fallen, it's safe to put them in a nest substitute. Try using a container, a small basket, or a berry carton. Line the container with soft, dry grass and secure it to a tree branch or shrub. Place the baby bird in the makeshift nest and wait. Watch for the parents. If you don't see at least one of them within an hour, contact a wildlife rehabilitator immediately. Step 4. How to help a fledgling baby bird. Leaving a healthy fledgling alone is the best option for everyone because it has everything it needs to survive. It's probably just a baby bird growing and exploring on its own, and it isn't able to fly perfectly yet. One or both parents are likely nearby watching over them. They don't need our help. They just need practice. If danger is lurking, such as a hawk or cat is ready to pounce, hide the baby in a bush to get it out of harm's way. If you think the baby bird is abandoned, it's difficult to know if a baby bird has been abandoned or just if its parents are giving them space. The fact is, the best thing is still to do nothing. If its parents haven't returned in several hours, contact a wildlife rehabilitator for guidance. The legalities of helping a baby bird. Birds are protected by federal laws under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918, as well as by many state laws. Unless you're a licensed wildlife rehabilitator, it's illegal to keep wild birds in your possession. What does this mean? Don't try to go rogue and treat the bird yourself. Also, don't think you'll take the cute fluff ball home for your pet. It's wrong, it's illegal, and unlikely to end well. Never give food or water to a baby bird. Baby birds, especially nestlings, may look helpless and seem starved or dehydrated, but it's best to leave the feeding to the parents or wildlife professionals. The babies can actually survive 24 hours without food or water. The risk of injuring the baby bird by feeding or giving it water is far greater than the risk of starvation. Well-meaning people have fed baby birds only to be the direct cause that killed them. In some cases, the very food they fed them ended up in their lungs, leading to the baby's death. The risk of injuring the baby bird by feeding or giving it water is far greater than the risk of starvation. The best thing you can do for a nestling bird is to re-nest it. Please don't feed them anything. Despite your best intentions, what is best for a baby bird is often to be left alone. If it appears injured, sick, or a nestling that's been abandoned, you will want to contact a rehabilitation center. Wild birds are not meant to be raised indoors, plus it's illegal, and will best recover under the care of trained wildlife rehabilitators. Let's do our best to protect nature and our beloved wild birds by doing what's best for them.